back to Broke Till Friday podcast. If you're on the Spotify, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you're on YouTube, like it to recommend it to your friends. And hopefully I was loud enough to cover that, but whatever.
Yeah. Is your wife really your wife if she hasn't pegged you? That's the question of the topic that we.
That's the topic today.
Look, she's not your wife if she hasn't pegged you at least 3 times a month.
Once.
4 times.
Wait, whoa, 3 times a month. Okay,
has
first
she
of all.
even touched your butthole?
Yeah, exactly. If she has not touched your butthole while sucking your balls, she's not your wife.
Nope. Andres?
Well, good thing she's my fiance. So gonna have to unlock that percolator.
That's on the honeymoon. That's the honeymoon.
That's
special.
the honeymoon special. So as you may know, our
He
great
just got pegged.
president, our great president,
The camera cuts. Like it goes blur. It goes staticky.
Immediately.
Getting pegged.
Did you guys know that Trump was convicted of all 34 counts unanimously, even after one of the jurors was on his side?
The conservatives are gonna say that it was because of a liberal judge on the leftist judge.
Okay, I'm gonna break with like what I feel like a lot of people think about this, and I'm gonna say it wasn't good for the verdict to happen this soon and this close to the election. Because
why?
Because now the Trumpers are gonna be like, now we really want to vote for his ass because they don't want. They're trying to get him out of here, man. They're trying to put him.
It's 100% that, but that's only half of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
The other half is that fucking liberals are gonna take this as like a we won moment. Oh, this is it. We convicted him. Like they're gonna do.
Now we don't gotta do shit.
Yeah, they're gonna be doing a victory
They're gonna
lap
get
and
lazy.
dancing around and like there's still work to be done. Like he's still on the ballot. He's for sure still gonna be able to vote just because he's a convicted felon.
There's
He's
so
not gonna
many.
stop him from
There's
voting.
so many things on TikTok right now where it's like. There's so many edits of like like the fucking picture you showed me, but it's similar to that, and it's like, yeah, I'm a vote for a felon. So
Mhm.
what?
Yeah.
It shows the picture of the person who posted it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Ooh, you sure showed everybody, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's stupid.
Shiver me timbers, dude.
Shiver me timbers. Yeah, former President Donald Trump's conviction stemmed from a $130,000 hush money payment his attorney made to adult film star in days before the 2016 election. So they try and go, oh, presidential immunity. How many other presidents have done crimes? And it's like, well, he was not president when this happened specifically, right? And yeah, sure, you want to go, let's prosecute Bush, let's prosecute Clinton, let's prosecute Obama, whatever. Have at it, Geneva suggestion, right?
Mhm.
But this specifically he was not president, and he was literally, it's technically election interference because he didn't want this to come out to influence the election,
Yeah.
which again, by definition, would be election interference, right? So
Which, 2 things. One, I personally don't think that. Well, I personally don't think that like cheating on your wife or like sleeping with someone. Like I thought this about Bill Clinton too. Like I don't think that should be like an impeachable offense, to be honest.
yeah,
But
no,
the
that
fact, the issue that I have is the fact that he tried to cover it up. The fact that he tried to cover it up purposefully so that it wouldn't affect the election. I feel like that's the intent behind that is what matters. TBH.
yeah. So literally 34 counts of falsification of business records in the first degree, which is a felony in New York. He pleaded not guilty when he was arraigned, right? Yeah, so $180,000 is totally paid. So Cohen was paid in a series of monthly payments, and then he kept paying Stormy Daniels and whatnot. So prosecutors said Trump knew the payments were to reimburse Cohen for the Daniels payment, not for his legal expenses. So he was trying to obfuscate. He was trying to keep covering it up more and more, with each step thinking this is it. I did it, right? So why were they a felony? Under New York law, falsification of business records is a crime when the records are altered with an intent to defraud. So you know how I've heard another claim where they go, oh, all he did was misclassify these payments. It was so simple, like it was just a misclassification, whatever, right? But no, it's not misclassification. He's literally altering them to defraud, like on purpose, right? It's not like, whoops, on my tax return I accidentally checked box 308C instead of 306D or whatever, right? Because that could be an honest mistake. This is not an honest mistake. This is very specifically doing layers of fraud to conceal the crime when falsifying those records.
Yeah.
So in Trump's case, prosecutors said the other crime was a violation of New York election law that makes it illegal for any 2 or more persons to conspire to promote or prevent the election of any person to a public office by unlawful means. So those unlawful means was, it was up to the jury to decide. Prosecutors put forth 3 areas they could consider: a violation of federal campaign finance laws, falsification of other business records, or a violation of tax laws. But yeah, they basically just agreed. Yeah, he basically did commit the crime to aid or conceal the commission of his stuff. And then Trump's lawyers argued that the payments to Cohen were for his work as Trump's attorney, not reimbursements for the Daniels payment. The defense argued the descriptions on the invoices and records were accurate. Cohen held the title personal attorney to the president once Trump took office and was being paid for his legal services under an unwritten retainer agreement. Therefore, their argument went, no business records were falsified. They also focused much of their firepower on portraying Cohen as a liar, with the goal of discrediting his testimony. Cohen was the only witness who testified that Trump knew about the true purpose of the reimbursements, a crucial pillar of prosecutors' efforts to show Trump's intent. But yeah, the jurors rejected the defense's agreement. That's so funny. They're like, no. He was the legal defense to the president, but also he's a liar. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, why would you hire a liar as the official
They're like,
attorney?
he was doing normal business. That's why we kept paying him tens of thousands of dollars. But nah, he was a liar. He's lying. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he'll be. So the verdict was handed down, and he'll be sentenced. He's gonna appeal the verdict. He says, right? But yeah, most legal observers expect him to punish Trump with little or no time behind bars, based on factors like Trump's status as first-time offender and his age, probation, home confinement, or solely a fine. That's it. Imagine having him just
that in
in
and
home
of itself
home
is
confinement.
like a privilege to him, because like there is no way another person with 34 felonies is like staying out of prison.
Fuck no.
Like if I have 34 like white collar like felonies, I would not be out of. I would be in prison. I would be in prison.
And he can still run for president, right? Because
Yeah.
there is no precedent to go, what do we do if a convicted felon tries to run for president?
Yeah.
Like, how do you how do you set the stage for that when it's never happened before? When we're living in the books, we're living in the times that are going to be written in history books in like 2 to 3 years, you know? Like, they already have the whole like 2016 election and I saw someone had a textbook that has like January 6th insurrection stuff
No
like
way.
that, you know?
Like a
It's
physical printed one
crazy.
already?
Yeah.
Damn,
And
that
it's-
feels fast. Oh, I guess
that's-
it's not that fast.
It's not
like
that
5 years ago.
It was 3 years ago, but it's
Oh,
not that crazy because they always have like 2021 edition, 2022 edition, and they could just add it as a blurb. You know, it's not again, it's not
yeah,
crazy.
but like
It's that bullshit of like college professors like, I need 2024's edition because I'm gonna ask you questions that are only in this book and can't be answered with any other resource.
I guess, yeah, in a college course, yeah, it'll be there. But like in a high,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was thinking like high school.
High school history,
High school
probably
has
not.
got like
Maybe.
2016 right now at best. Like,
Maybe. Yeah, so the U.S., he could still run for president because the U.S. Constitution sets out relatively few eligibility requirements for presidential candidates. They must be at least 35, be a natural-born U.S. citizen, and have lived in the U.S. for at least 14 years. There's no rules blocking candidates with criminal records. 53% of voters in key swing states would refuse to vote for the Republican if he were convicted, which he was. 6% of Trump voters would be less likely to vote for him, which is actually a decent chunk.
See, this is the thing. This is one of those hard things where, like, yeah, I'd rather Trump not be president, but I don't think we should. I don't think it should be illegal for felons to run for president. TBH. I like. By the by, like.
Well, because you
I
got to
don't think
remember, a felony is pretty much like one of the most heinous crimes that you can do outside of like, because misdemeanors
jaywalking
or
can
whatever.
be a felony.
When is jaywalking a felony?
Usually not, but it
It's a
technically can be.
misdemeanor.
Enough police pressure against you. Yeah,
Theft
jaywalking
over
could
1,000 is a
definitely-
felony.
Yeah.
And would you call that a big heinous crime?
Shoplifting. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. I get what you mean, but I mean, again, he's clearly
Also,
unfit.
what about like they serve felonies, but let's say it's bad enough that they go to prison. If they run for office after, like, what are they gonna do? All crime is legal now. Purge hour. Like,
You don't know
they're
that?
not gonna do that. Like, that's
Well-
not gonna happen.
Well, that documentary was very compelling, okay? I don't know about you, but when I saw the Purge documentary, I didn't go outside for days, okay?
that's true. I locked my doors. I installed turrets underneath my house.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so funny that he's like, Trump called the ruling a disgrace, and it's like, bruh, come on. We talked about this a little bit, how the hypocrisy of evangelical Republicans being like, oh my God, I'm so devout and Christian, I must kill everyone who's not a Christian, right?
Mhm.
Deus Volt. But if Jesus was to come back, they'd be like, "Oh, you fucking hippie, you socialist hippie. What's wrong with you?" You know, because Jesus would be like, "Give up your riches, save the poor,
Dude,
feed, love one another." They'd be
They're
like,
never
"You
gonna do it.
gay
They're just gonna call
hippie."
him a terrorist and be done with
Honestly,
it.
like,
They're gonna be
whoa,
like, "You
this
Middle Eastern
this
man,
brown,
what are
yeah,
you
this
doing
brown
here?"
guy came to us from the
Yeah.
Middle East and is telling
My
us
name
what
is
to do with my
Jesus.
money.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
Everyone
Imagine.
knows Jesus is blonde and blue.
It would be so funny if like Jesus came back and nobody believed him because he just got thrown into a psych ward because they're like, "Oh yeah, people believe they're Jesus all the time. We just throw him in the psych ward." And he's like, "No, I really am. Watch." Woo. And then they're like, "All right, now I'm gonna up my meds, okay, and your meds too."
yeah.
You're the devil. You're
The
Satan.
doctor. Oh, honestly,
Yeah,
they're like,
they would. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, the
pinche
Antichrist is
brujeria.
here."
Yeah, pinche brujeria. But I don't know. It just the hypocrisy is
No,
astounding.
you want to know what's? Was it you that sent it, Michael, in the chat? It was this like Bible thumping like lady, like a super evangelical like TikToker on live, and some dude went like, "Oh, can you please read verse blah 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 blah."
Can
and
you
he, like,
quote
did
a
it
verse?
intentionally? And
Yeah.
it was like the it was like a quote that like sexualizes children or something like that, or like
Yeah, something
like, it
crazy.
murders children or something like that.
Something
Like that.
crazy.
Some crazy ass shit, and she's like, and she starts reading it, and she says one word, it's like kill. It's like wait, hold on, and she reads ahead, and she reads it. She's like, "Oh, I don't like that verse," and then skips to another one and goes like,
I like to cherry pick.
Exactly.
It's
Whatever
so funny
fits
because
my
it
narrative.
happened on live, and it
Yes.
happened like it was so like fluid the way
These
she did.
weird
She's like,
things, they don't count. What
I don't like
matters,
that.
What matters is what I think.
Exactly.
God is good.
Do I wear mixed linen? Yes, I do, but I don't go to hell. But in that same thread of Leviticus, stone gay people, which is a mistranslation. It was actually supposed to
Go
be
get stoned with gay people.
exactly.
Which
Now,
is triple funny.
it was-
'Cause isn't that linen verse like one of the things that like Christians and Catholics technically don't have to do anymore because Jesus died wiping away those sins? In the theology of Christianity. and
I don't know if
Catholicism.
that's the way. I like it, but I think they mean I derailed myself with my own joke. I don't think that's the way they mean it.
I like
I'm stuck in an infinite loop of autism. But the
Wait, that's a
but
different
That's
song.
the way.
that's a completely different song. Completely different song. See, I don't know. He brain rotted me. Now I need this kinetic sands on the side to get back to my focus.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way that they're interpreting it is that Jesus wiped away humanity's sins. That's why everyone is born pure, and then you know
Yeah.
how you act decides, which is
Like,
why
that's
also,
like,
we have these
shellfish
rules.
isn't, like,
But because that
There's
was
cruels. There's cruels. Right, yeah, cruels. There's rules specific to like Judaism that
Yeah.
exist within the first part of the Old Testament that Christians don't have to follow because Jesus wiped away those previous sins. So you don't have to follow those rules. Those rules were for the Israelites, for the Hebrew people. And the linen one, the mixed cloth one, was one of those, if I'm not mistaken.
I get you now.
So
Oh.
Jesus wiped
Just-
all of those away.
But now he's still like, well, the 10 Commandments are like for sure.
Yeah,
They're set
yeah.
in stone.
these are the
Literally.
rules.
Yeah.
You know, me being here allows you to no longer follow these rules. You must now follow these
10.
rules. Yeah,
10
yeah,
of them.
yeah.
And that's it. And number 2 is the right to bear arms.
Exactly. That's the
Um,
official 10 Commandments.
Exactly.
Right
So
to
if
bear
I go out in the wilderness and I cut off some bear arms, that's my right as an
Yeah,
American.
yeah, yeah,
It's right to bear arms.
Exactly.
It is
Um,
my right as an American to surgically graft bear arms
Onto
my
myself.
arms.
Exactly. I identify
It's my right
as
to
a
bear
bear.
arms.
If you get cut because I have bear arms, that's not my fault.
Exactly. You're infringing upon my rights, actually, if you want me to remove these or if you consider them a hazard, okay?
Yeah.
My rights are not hazards,
My
okay?
right to pursue genetic experimentation to
Exactly.
go full Orochimaru and start fucking.
You said Orochimaru, and that took me back. Whiplash. We were watching the Naruto movie, and then the Dragon Ball Z movie in that little theater, and then, is he
Look for the
dead?
dust.
Look for the dust, and then we all. My God,
To be
That
fair, I
meme-
said in
let
the
that
dust.
meme die, dude. Let the meme.
it's so good though.
It was
It's
so
so
cringe.
good.
Yeah.
It was
Those
so
ancient
good.
Times, dude.
It was written in stone.
To be fair, it wasn't that long ago.
Dude, yes,
it was like
fucking
10 years ago,
was.
dude.
We were 16 or something.
We were
dude.
not 16.
Yep, we were.
No, we were. Naruto did not end when we were
Boruto
16.
came out 9 years ago, so
2015.
yes.
Dude.
No way.
Yes.
Tripping, dude.
Yeah.
You're
I
stuck,
could have
dude.
sworn
You're
Naruto
stuck.
ended when we
You
were
can't
like
swear.
17 or 19.
Nope. Okay, well, technically, yeah, 17 because it was 2015 when we were watching the movie. So, but yeah, that's it. That's GG.
Yeah,
Boruto.
that's like oh, I guess you just said 9 years ago, but that feels like 7. That does
Wow.
not feel like when we were 16.
Well, because COVID took away 2 of them.
Yeah, that
October
makes
10th,
sense.
2015.
That
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. We watched it in the small theater, and then
Yeah.
oh my
That
god,
makes
that was a good one. And now Boruto's gonna go on forever because they're like, you're printing money, and he's like, I'm sorry. Okay.
Well, okay. To be fair, Two Blue Vortex, which is like the Shippuden of Boruto, is actually pretty good. It's actually really good.
I understood like 2 of those words, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's
Well,
not horrible.
What? Why are you laughing?
I just thought of something funny.
Tell me.
No.
Tell us.
Say it.
Tell us the
Say your
comedy.
thoughts.
No.
It'd be funny. I, mean, I don't know. if
Make
it'd-
us
It's
laugh.
funny to me, but I don't know what would be funny. to
Tell
you
me.
guys.
Say it.
Tell us.
Imagine like I had a full boner, dude, and I was just, I just had it,
Not even anything related.
just like right here on the side and be like, "Hey, look at my boner, dude." I
Oh my god.
think that'd be funny as fuck.
Dude, just carry
Sure.
a vibrator constantly with you. That way, like, you can just pull that shit
Dude.
off.
Exactly.
I tell my girl this all the time. Like, if our genders were reversed, I think we'd be a more like, what's the word? Like, we would have a lot more.
Like if everyone's gender suddenly switched.
Yeah, like I think we would still work out perfectly fine, me and her, and I think it would work out even better, in my opinion. I think I'd be a better woman, and she would be a better man, and I say that a lot of the times. I think so. She says that it would be like she would be like Michael Cera, and I would be like what's her name from Parks and Rec?
Leslie Nope.
No, not Leslie Nope.
April.
The young one.
April Ludgate.
Yeah, April Ludgate. That's how it would be.
You'd be like April.
I'd be an April. As a woman. I give off that energy apparently. As a girl.
You're serving
see it.
April.
I can see it.
And
Well,
she's
time to
very
buy
much,
an
and
Amazon
she's very
Basics
much Michael
skirt.
Cera. As a man.
Michael, it's time for you to buy an Amazon Basics.
It's time for me
skirt.
to switch genders.
Yeah.
Turn it to a woman.
Do it.
And
Do
then
it.
you
We'll
guys,
start. We'll
I
start
think
acting
you and your
together.
girl would still be together if you guys were gender swapped. Think of yourself as a woman.
Well, I
You
know we'd
wouldn't-
be
you-
together. I actually
don't-
have the
Would
other
you
side of
would
the
you Start an OnlyFans.
Because I don't think everything that we like as men would go like would switch over everything completely. You get me? I don't think it would completely switch over like if we switch genders. I don't think so. I think there's certain things, traits that certain gender carries, certain things that they like, certain passions. You know, I think so. I don't know.
Look,
Like I'm not saying like it's gonna be completely different. I'm saying like some things won't be as strong. As
look,
like
the
'cause
honest truth is that like most people
like were
aren't
we
really
like
attracted to.
like are we gonna be 3 girls hanging out playing paintball together? You get me?
Hell yeah.
You think so? You
Hell
really think
yeah.
so?
Dude, imagine
How
they're
many
like, well,
girls
Captain
play paintball right
America,
now when we're
and then I
there?
take it off, and
Less,
they're like,
but
you
that's
just got
because
beat
it's a
by a girl.
male-dominated sport. But if it's
That
already your
too.
hobby, you're going to want to keep going. For
Yeah.
example, Magic Gathering is typically speaking a male-dominated
No.
dominated
So in this
event, right?
in this hypothetical,
But-
it isn't hypothetical. It's not like we're just switching over. It's more like we were brought up already as
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Well, when
no,
you
no,
put
yeah,
it
that's
that
different
way,
because you're gonna have different societal
Yeah, yeah.
expectations.
That's
You're
what
gonna
I'm
have
saying.
different
Yeah, yeah.
influences. Yeah.
That's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder what kind of
I
women
still
we would
think
be.
we'd
Like
generally
like
be
an
similar.
alternative universe where we're all females. You think we'd all still be friends, be together, hang out together, and do the same things? I think we'd probably do something
Gotcha.
different.
We would be
And
doing
Crystal-
different things, but we would still be friends. I would assume. You want to know
Yeah.
why? Because usually, and I say this for both relationships and friendships, you're not necessarily attracted to like specific or like key details about a person. You're more attracted to a specific vibe of the person. You're attracted to their general.
you're like,
presence
yeah,
around.
like
my,
your
my,
aura.
my girl's vibing big titties, so you know I want to.
Like yeah, your specific likes and dislikes play into it.
Well,
right?
I was gonna say yeah, because
Like, but
No-
you're more
bleh.
attracted to a vibe. Like when you constantly like call
Personality.
people, not just personality, but like the general
vibe, dude.
vibe of their presence. Like
no, well, a personality still. Because
a
remember,
personality
there-
affects it. Yeah,
'cause,
100%.
like there's
But, like,
stories online where they're like, oh my god, yeah, my girlfriend's hot, but she's such a cunt to like
yeah.
people, and you're and like really
to be
turns
fair,
me
a
off.
lot of those, I feel like a lot of those I read them like on the Am I the Asshole or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the guy writing it, like you can tell he's just like a useless piece of shit.
I don't know. I feel like only twice that's happened with like the ones we read. Remember, he was like,
on the air,
my
yeah,
hummus.
yeah. On
But-
the air. But like I feel like
Like,
sometimes when I'm just scrolling it, I'm
Like
just
think
like,
about like how your parents would treat you if they had 2 daughters instead. You get me? An older
Yeah, yeah.
daughter and a younger daughter. Same thing with you. Like
if I was the only daughter,
Yeah,
I feel like
the only
not
daughter.
much would change, dude.
you
I
think so?
my dad, you want to know? My dad told Noosh the other day when I
Mm.
was just talking with her, and he kind of half joked, but he does fucking like pester me about it sometimes.
Hmm.
It's like I was like, oh, they have a fucking curfew. They got to be back home by like 11:30 or 10:30.
Who?
Make sure me. My dad was telling Noosh that I have a curfew. He says like make sure they're back here by 10:30. And he was like ha ha, like the way the Hispanic parents jokes like ha
Haha, but I'm not really
Like, I'm
joking.
not really
Why you
joking.
laughing? Why you laughing? What's funny? What's funny? You're not
What
going
are
out
you
at all.
jugando?
Get back
Eh?
in. Yeah.
Cabrón.
Get back inside, fool.
Like
That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
knowing my family, my parents, I think they would try to be that way,
Hmm.
but I would be very much like
You'd be a
the girl that
massive
sneaks
whore
out.
still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have been pregnant, dude. I would. I believe it. I
I
believe,
believe it.
it. I
You're like, I
it.
believe Michael has 3 kids out there right now. Okay, I 100. If I was a betting man, I'd put $100 that he has at least 1 child somewhere out there.
I was like, yeah, if we were together and I was the girl and you were the boy, Chris, I would have been. I would have been pregnant.
I
Like,
would have been
probably,
pregnant
like,
so
4
many
years ago.
times.
I don't think
I would have
don't
ruined
think
our
I-
lives so early. You don't even imagine. Ruined lives, speedrun edition, high school
Michael.
edition. Jesus. And you still be drinking and doing drugs and the baby comes out like retarded,
Oh,
dude.
like what's her name? Was it Blueface? No.
What?
Bluefin?
Who's Boofin?
Blueface, right?
I don't know.
Blueface, baby. Yeah.
What?
No. Yeah.
I don't know what this is. TikTok Blueface? I don't know.
What about you, Andres? Do you think if you were Jenner Sop, you'd be pregnant by now?
Put his baby.
Blueface baby. Oh. Oh, he has like a fetal alcohol syndrome because she was drinking. Oh, what a dumb cunt. Imagine ruining their fucking life just for that.
I don't even think that's their baby right there. That's someone else.
No, that's
It
the
looks
shade
like
room.
this
Oh, that's
picture.
No.
horrible,
No.
dude.
You can tell. You can straight up tell when a child has fetal alcohol syndrome because the eyes. You see that? The
Yeah.
sunken in
Yeah.
eyes and the nose and everything. That is so sad. This dumb
That
bitch
is
was just
sad.
fucking
She
ruined
was
his
smoking and
fucking life.
drinking, dude. And then now that she's like not pregnant, she's like, yeah, I stopped drinking and smoking. I think
No,
I think
but,
all
like,
the I think
I don't
all
know.
the judgment went to
Some
her.
people,
and
some
that's-
people really can't understand the consequence. Like
bitch.
some people just can't think long term. Like their brain
No,
physically
it's
is
like
unable to think long.
Lack
term.
of empathy. Fuck,
that too.
dude.
It can be
Fetal
that
alcohol
too.
syndrome. But also, she's getting fucking face tattoos. Like, I don't think she was the sharpest tool in the shed. She's a couple bananas short of a bunch.
You
Her
know what's
child
crazy?
has
She
an
looks
extra
nothing like that
chromosome.
when she was like when they met, she looked semi-normal.
What's the
Forgot her
fucking
name. Shit, what was her fucking
I don't
name?
know, I
It
just
said it
type
right
in-
there.
Javine Lexus? Let's see what she looked like.
No, that's his current.
Oh,
Search it,
I was like, who the fuck?
uh,
Oh my
or-
gosh! Oh, she was missing teeth. I was like, is she?
what's her
Yeah.
name? Christian.
Wait, no, it says Jen Alexis. What the fuck?
No, that's his current one.
Oh,
Yeah. There she is.
Christian
That's
Rock.
what she looks like now, but search like a before and after picture, dude.
Let's see.
Like that.
Oh, that she just looked like a normal person.
Normal person, dude.
Jesus, and that. Oh well, no, that was a tooth, but
That's-
I don't know what that's about. But yeah, she was just a normal person beforehand, and then
Lost a tooth.
oh well.
Damn,
So-
that's sad.
He
That's
announced his
sad.
pregnancy, but Blueface says he needs a DNA test. What a great. Oh my God, he beat her
Piece
too.
of shit.
Oh
That's
yeah.
why she lost a tooth. Fucking
Oh
piece of
my
shit.
God, Blueface's
They both fight
girlfriend
each other,
takes
dude.
back. She takes back domestic violence claims, blames herself. Okay,
What?
definitely not something someone an abuser had.
Yeah.
I had a mental breakdown, bad trip with the liquor, trying to jump out of a moving car on the freeway. What? Oh my God.
What? Liquor does.
Liquor can do that, dude. Liquor
Uh,
can make you
What?
do extremely crazy things.
But-
It all depends on the kind of psychological damage you already have beforehand.
That
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. Yeah.
man, her kid has fetal alcohol syndrome. Jesus.
Apparently,
I
when
guess
I
that also depends how much you drink.
apparently when I get super drunk, like there's levels, right? So there's buzzed, which is like I'm a little drunk, you know. No, there's tipsy, like I'm a little tipsy. I feel a little spicy, you know. And then there's buzzed, where
Mhm.
it's like that level after that, where you're just like, yeah, I feel it. I'm buzzed. Then there's drunk. You're drunk. You're fucking drunk. Then there's plastered, which is like I'm really fucking drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's shit faced, which is
Shit face.
shit faced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the level that's before blackout, because blackout is like moments of the night are just boop, they go away. It's like, oh, I'm eating food, black. And then you come back and it's like you wake up and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Where am I? Black
Whoops.
again. And then you're in the bed. Those are blackout drunks. And there's a level before that, apparently. Supposedly, and I don't remember because my friends say that apparently I turn into a person that fights when I start to get that level of drunk.
Hilarious. I believe it.
I came out of a show one time. Walter was there. Me, Walter, Tim, and someone else. And we were coming out of the show, and there was a guy taking a piss apparently. And he said, "Hey, nice dick." And the guy got really fucking pissed off, and he started to want to fight with me. And then Tim was like, no, he's drunk. And I was like, man, you ain't gonna do shit. I was like laughing at him. Fuck this fool. Apparently, I was really trying to fight, and I was like, man, what? I don't remember any of this. And then we went home. I went home to my house. My neighbor was having a party. He invited me over, and I was like, oh, the party continues. So I go over, and we're all hanging out and stuff. And then, boom, we're drinking. I'm dancing, and then it's not morning, and I'm waking up in someone else's pajamas in my room. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Whose pajamas are these?
Yeah, whose pajamas are these? I come out to the living room. Tim's talking to my dad, like this, and
Just
I'm like,
whatever.
what the fuck's going on, dude? And he's like, yeah, let's go, dude, because I wanted to leave. I didn't want to have a scolding or whatever. And we leave, and he was like, dude, what happened last night? Is, dude, apparently you pissed yourself when you were trying to fight all of your neighbor's friends, dude. And I'm like, I did not piss myself, dude. Fuck, no, I don't even smell piss on my dick. Like, I don't smell anything.
Smell my dick
unless
right now.
Unless someone cleaned me.
Nah, someone peed on me. That's why you woke up in someone else's
But he's like,
pajamas.
he says, apparently I was just trying to fight. I was like, I don't think I'm a fighty person.
That's
but
so
apparently I'm a
funny.
fighty person.
I
when
believe
get
it.
that level.
Yeah, I can believe it too.
Trying
Believe
to
it.
Fight. Like, what the fuck?
Apparently, I'm an I love you drunk. Like when I get really fucking wasted, I just start telling everyone I love them.
What's funny is like before that, I used to be the sad, depressed drunk, where I would just be crying and be like, "Fuck, no one loves me, dude." And then apparently it's not that anymore. Apparently I'm a fighty guy after that.
That's
And
so
I haven't
funny.
been drunk, that super drunk anymore for a long time. Blackout drunk maybe, a couple times like in the past, but I've never tried to fight that I remember anymore. But yeah, don't get super drunk, dude. If you have issues, you know. My mom, when she gets drunk, she starts to cry. She starts to talk about bullshit that's just happened in the past. Every time, like even when I was little, when she would get drunk, that's why she doesn't drink. She's like, oh, she starts to cry, get depressed, and I'm like, ah.
She's like, Selena, she was shot down in the prime of her life. You don't understand?
It's just
La
that's
princesa
why,
Elena.
that's why I wonder what you would do if you got really drunk. I wonder what
Yeah.
kind of person Andres would
I
turn
do.
into.
I have often wondered that.
I feel like Andres is gonna go crazy and just start fucking destroying everything.
With a sledgehammer, just like, yeah.
All your
starts fucking knocking over mailboxes.
takes out the paintball gun, starts blasting.
Let's go in the car and fucking drive
starts driving,
around.
hangs it around, starts fucking firing on businesses. Like, ah.
Oh my god, this is terrible,
No.
dude.
I do
don't know.
wonder though. Like,
I've seen you
than
pretty
that.
drunk, but I don't think
Yeah.
that was you super drunk, right? That day when
Wait,
you were
at Allen's.
at Allen's. I don't think that was super drunk. You. I think that was.
I
just,
was
A little
I
bit.
think you were like
I was
plastered.
buzzed. I was
Yeah,
buzzed.
You were not
Dude,
buzzed.
no, you were not
throwing the fuck
buzzed.
up, dude.
You
You
were
were throwing
done.
up, dude.
You were
That was
done.
because, that was because of the fucking hot sauce. I fucking had that
The
fucking
hot
Da Bomb hot
sauce.
sauce on an empty stomach
Nah.
after with the only thing being that Grey Goose bottle.
Nah.
You mean hot sauce and fucking alcohol isn't gonna make you throw
didn't you
up?
say? Didn't you say you didn't eat all day and all you did was drink that day?
Yeah.
Drink and the hot sauce. The hot sauce chicken wing was the only thing I had.
I think that throw up was gonna come out regardless. of the
Yeah,
hot sauce,
dude, that was
I don't
not
know.
that was not a couple of chicken
I don't
nuggets, dude.
know.
That was a lot.
If that's the worst you get, then you're not even that bad, dude. You're not. It's pretty good. Just
Yeah.
control yourself.
Yeah, I'm not. I've only ever been blackout drunk once.
Walter gets blackout drunk. He just throws up and just.
But-
he just
And also, that time at Allen's place is the only time I've ever thrown up while drinking.
That's hilarious.
Actually, that's lie. There's been one other time. There's been one other time.
Huh.
There's been one other time. I had 4 like big cups of like mezcal, and then we were walking around for a good while, and I don't know what we were talking about, but we were walking around Santa Monica, and then I'm just like, and then we start eating, and like the second food touches my mouth, I'm just like, oh
Bleh.
shit, and like I didn't get a chance to eat anything. I just
Damn.
just immediately I started throwing up. Like obviously I don't want to throw up near my friends, so like I walk away to go somewhere and I just fucking throw up over there. I'm like, oh fuck, I wipe myself off and I'm like, I'm hungry. Start
That's
eating again.
hilarious.
No,
you're
but
like,
the-
you're
but
like
the-
my cats, dude. They'll be fucking eating. They overeat. Then I just hear. bleh, and then they throw up, and then we're like, oh my
dude.
god, and then they'll go right back to the fucking thing
Oh
5
my
minutes later
God.
to start eating their
Yeah.
like to the bowl, not the throw up, luckily, right? And we hear just the little crunch.
Might as well eat
And we're
their
like,
throw
"You
up.
stupid
It's because the
fucking
stomach's
idiot."
empty now. You know, you've had a
They have more space
You've had a
now.
cleaning. No, the one time I was blackout drunk though.
When you get full at the buffet, go throw up in the restroom, come
Yeah,
back for seconds.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because
you
now
know?
that you've enjoyed the food, it's bulimia. It's twice the taste,
You
none
don't
of the
have to
calories.
Take the calories. No, dude. Like sometimes, like especially when I had like the diabetes scare, I was legitimately considering doing that. I was
Being bulimic,
I was
you're like,
lit-
you don't know how my diabetes? Bulimia. Give me an eating disorder to stop my sugar imbalance instead of just eating right and fucking eating like a normal person and instead of going, it's been 18 hours since my last meal. I'm gonna pack it in and then I'm not gonna shit for 3 days. Like, come on,
dude.
come on.
Because I was terrified. I wasn't sure what to do. The clinics and the doctors weren't giving me clear answers.
Fuck
like,
them doctors,
they-
bro.
like,
Doctors ain't real, bro.
Doctors
they
are
don't know
bitches,
shit.
Doctors
dude.
doctors
No.
don't know shit.
Misdiagnosing motherfuckers and be like, oopsie daisy, sorry, I guess you had cancer. I didn't. Oops.
That's why you get a
Oops.
second opinion every time.
Oops.
You
Yeah,
get a
that's true.
second
You do get a
opinion
second
every time,
opinion.
even a third opinion.
But,
if
like,
you,
I
if you
got
don't like the
4.
first two, get a third. Yeah.
I got 4 tests,
Yeah.
four like diabetes
From
official.
4
like,
different
ones over there.
doctors?
For 4 different doctors.
Okay.
2 different clinics.
Yeah.
And my stats would always come back good. So I was, but they wouldn't give me anything else. They wouldn't be like, they wouldn't give me anything else to do because like I was still feeling the sensations of like pre-diabetes. My fingers were, my hands and my feet are burning. My like all that shit. And I would
Sounds
go.
like it can be high blood pressure.
I was like
too.
doing that. My blood pressure would come back good again. Multiple tests, all good. Eventually, we got to it, or right now, what we think it is the hereditary. It's basically
Long
just
dick
describing
syndrome?
the feeling. Like it's literally like the whatever it's called. It's like hereditary
Long dick
hand
syndrome.
numbiness. Yeah, long dick syndrome.
It's because all the blood goes to your cock and then it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have enough blood to the rest of your hands.
It takes a certain level
your cock.
of blood to maintain the long dick. So
Yeah, and I've only got one leg, and then it's a good
no.
one.
But so the one
yeah.
time I've been blackout drunk,
Yeah.
it was because I was crossfaded. So like I had a bunch and then we smoked and then like we were drinking soju and fucking I think mimosas the whole night, and it was for like some sort of party or whatever at my friend's house, and like all I remember is like after I was fine the whole night and I was fine when we were leaving. I said goodbye to everyone, but I think one of my friends noticed something was wrong because he told my other friend, he was like make sure they get home okay, make sure they get home safe, and then we left. And I remember like sitting down into like the driver's seat of the car to go home because I was like, oh, I'm still good, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then nothing. Like I just
It just-
and like the TV shutting off.
Yeah.
Like, bah! I'm like, and then the next thing I know, I'm like this, and I'm like waking up, and I'm in the driver's seat, and I'm just parked in front of some random church,
Oh my god.
and like my friend is gone. I have no idea what's going on. My phone's on the floor. I'm like, I feel like wetness, but like I'm like, oh, I didn't
See-
piss
Is
myself.
that your worst?
Uh-huh.
Is that your worst drunk waking up story?
That's
Yeah.
my worst. Yeah, like I'm not that bad. I'm not that wild. I just happened to like for some reason be fine until I suddenly wasn't like rapid.
That's how it works.
like,
I mean,
the
just,
one
I black out.
What
and
I
that's
just
it.
said was like probably my second or third worst one. I think the worst or the
Most
not the
terrible.
craziest one was I went to a show. Like it always starts at a show, dude. I went,
go
I
into
went
a
to I
show.
went to a show
Yeah.
and I met some new people.
Yeah.
Funny enough is when I met this friend. I forget his name now because I don't hang out with him anymore. But
Yeah.
I came at drunk because we were pre-gaming it. I came with another friend.
Shotgunning beers in the Food for Less
and
parking
we
lot.
got there and we were like at the very edge of the show, and all of a sudden I hear this guy's like, "Yeah, when you special summon that into that."
You fucking
I
nerd.
just looked at like, "What you got? What you play, bitch?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "What?" He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What you play? I bet I can beat you with my Blue Eyes deck." Because at the time I had that, my
Yeah,
new fucking
yeah,
Blue Eyes deck,
yeah.
but I was winning you guys all with.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, ain't shit." It was like, "Really?" And then we started bonding over the Yu-Gi-Oh. It was like, "Yeah, what kind of cards you play?" And this and that. I remember that. And then I remember going into the pit. And then I remember, like, it was a blackout day. It was that. Going into the pit, throwing up outside in the alley,
Oh.
going back inside, saying something to Walter, being in a car, and then waking up in my driveway. Or my parents' driveway where I used to live.
Yeah,
I
it was
literally
like,
woke
that's it.
up because it was cold. I was like, why the fuck is it cold? And I wake up, it's dawn, dude, and it's
Oh
like
my
the
God.
birds are chirping, and it's like misty. No, there's not even a sun yet. It's like the crack of dawn, dude. It's like misty as fuck. And I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? And I'm like on the ground like this, And I get up and I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm lucky because if I stayed there like another hour, my parents would have saw me because they were coming out to like to take my my
God.
siblings to school.
Hell no.
And I was like, oh shit, fuck. I don't even know what happened. He's like, yeah, we dropped you off and you said you were okay.
And then you just.
And I guess that's what happened. I don't fucking know.
I'm okay. I'm okay. All right, if you say so.
Go to sleep.
Dude, you
went to sleep
fucking.
in the driveway, dude.
You're on your back. You throw up or something.
I woke up. I was on my I was on my side like
that's one of the
this.
reasons why I never want to drink too much. That's one of the reasons why I never want to drink too much, because I never want to like throw up inside of my mouth and then have it come back fucking down. That is one of the things I am afraid of, dude.
You unlocked the okay. When I was like 6 or 7, I was sick with something, and like I don't remember someone
They
was
gave
using
you
the bathroom.
70 shots of mezcal.
Yeah, someone was using the bathroom or something, right? And I had just like I had eaten oatmeal a couple hours before, right? And I vividly remember going, and like it went right back down, dude. I was, it's making me gag right now, dude. It burned. I was like crying because it burned. I was like, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I had to throw up, but not anymore."
No.
It was, yeah.
No.
Oh, I can feel it. But it's like since that time, I don't remember throwing up until like I got norovirus like a year or two ago, dude. It was it's like a super terrible stomach flu.
Yeah.
And yeah, when I woke up because I was gonna throw up. Like I woke up and I was like, "Ugh," and I was like, oh shit, and I ran to the bathroom and I was like throwing up, and I threw up so much that my chest hurt.
That's your worst throw up story?
But that's the most recent one. That's why, because I hadn't thrown up in probably like 10 years or more. Because, I mean,
so the day I did the big M for the first time.
The big M.
The big M.
Oh yeah.
The big M.
Yeah.
I was
the big
literally-
Minecraft.
I was literally up all night, dude. I felt that.
Yeah.
I think I've said this before. I felt like Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, dude. I felt like
Because you felt
I
invincible.
felt invincible. Dude. I'm not even joking when they say that.
Why do you think when they get shot with they're like trying to take the cops trying to take them down with just the taser, and then they're like, what? It ain't nothing to me, and then they rip it off.
I felt like in my brain, like if 4 guys pull up on me right now, I can fuck them all up right now, dude. I don't feel shit right now, dude.
Fucking Michael turning into Omni-Man, just. Whoa.
You're like, I'm gonna stand in front of the train. The train's gonna get fucking dented.
It was fucking 4 a.m. Everybody was like trying to leave already, go home, and I was like, nah, man, let's fucking do some shit.
Like,
What the fuck?
we got stuff to do, right? We all got energy, and they're like,
I'm following
dude.
random strangers to the bus stop. To
What?
and then
Wait, tell us how the day started. You woke up and had a piece of toast?
I woke up and I just left home, and I did have not a piece of toast. I had a huevo. I went home. I left.
A huevo.
I went to Roman's house.
Yeah.
We drank like a bottle, and then we were sober the entire day. Like we finished that bottle, me and him, in like around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And then we were like, "Hey, I don't even feel buzzed, dude. I don't feel drunk. It's just some."
They
bullshit.
sold us water, dude.
And then at the time I was broke because I was like, I didn't have money. I was like, we ain't got no money for weed, no nothing.
Yeah.
And then the show's like later at 9. What the fuck we about to do? I know
6
later,
hours.
I knew later at 9 they were gonna have Walter was gonna have weed and Pedro was gonna have weed. So I was like, man, we need to do something right now. We're fucking bored here. We're just watching fucking Antenna TV on your on the bed.
It's like
I don't know if
fucking
you know what Antenna
PBS
TV
Kids, yeah.
And then there's just like
Not
this some
cable.
pussy- It's like, well, I got this baggie. I was like, what is that? You want to do this? It's like, no. I was like, you had that shit in your wallet for like a long time ago. It's like, yeah, this is all we got. I was like, man, give me that shit.
What?
I
You're
took-
like, I was bored.
I was bored.
You know, I was
That
bored.
was
so
my story.
I
Okay.
did the key thing.
A little bit of
Yeah.
crack, you know.
I was scared. I was like, I did it, and I was like, I don't feel nothing. This ain't shit,
Yeah.
dude. I
And then-
waited like literally like 30
Yeah.
minutes. Like, this ain't nothing. This is probably dead shit. You said it's been in your wallet for how long? And it's like,
Yeah.
whatever. I waited 30 minutes. Like, give me another one. I did the other one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, still nothing. I waited another hour. It's like, okay,
Uh-huh.
this is some bullshit. I did the whole thing.
Bruh.
It wasn't a lot though. It was like
Yeah,
little tiny little baggies.
Yeah,
Probably, like,
I
yeah.
think any amount is a little.
Yeah.
but it, like,
a
it's,
lot.
but
then-
it's not
and
like
then-
so much where I'm like
Tweaking
fucking
the-
Scarface. And
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know, like,
okay.
It was just like a small baggie. I did the whole thing. An hour passes by, and I'm like, okay, I feel a little something, dude.
Yeah.
I do feel it. I feel tingly, and I feel like
Bugs
like
crawling on your
running.
skin.
I feel like running. I feel like let's go out and do something. I started to feel that energy boost. I was like, let's go do some stuff, dude. Okay, and then we were watching TV, and then all of a sudden he's like, hey, you want to? Can I get the broom real quick? Let me sweep this shit up. I started sweeping and doing random shit.
You're like, I feel so productive, dude. I
Yeah.
feel so fucking productive.
And I was like, we were just talking, and I was rambling for like hours, and then the time comes, the show comes, and then we go. Walter brought beers, and he brought weed,
Yeah.
and then I got more drunk.
Oh my
I
god.
drank beer, smoke some weed, and then we go through the night, and I'm just like, man, I fucking hate ska, and I'm going like this, talking around, and people, man, fuck this band ain't shit, and I'm going
It
dancing
fucking
and
sucks.
just talking to people, and then
Like a
having
fucking
good-
gremlin.
I was genuinely having a good time.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
happy, and then like the whole day passes by. It gets so late, like I said, it gets to 4 in
4
the morning.
a.m. Yeah.
Everyone's leaving. It's like, and then Roman's the only person with me, and I'm like literally following random strangers to the bus stop to go home. And I'm like, what are we gonna do next, guys? At the people at the bus stop, the strangers like, where you guys gonna go next? Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, we're going home. And I'm like, home? You guys don't know anywhere to go. It's like, man, it's fucking 4 in the morning. Like Roman, it's 4. It's like Michael, it's 4 in the morning. Let's fucking go. It's like, man, whatever. Can I stay at your house? It's like, fine. And we're at his house, and I'm just like, he's going to sleep, and I'm just in the bed like.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm like, hey, Roman, I'm gonna go home, dude. Because I'm like, I can't sleep. I can't do nothing. I get home.
Yeah.
I'm in my bed.
You jack off like 30 times.
I literally jack off a couple times, and I'm just like, this is, I'm still like kind of zoned in, but then it gets to like 6, and I'm like, okay.
You're starting to come
I'm
down.
starting to come down, and I go to sleep. I wake up at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. Dude.
3 hours?
Dude.
Huh.
Holy shit. I don't know if you ever had a hangover. You've
Oh.
had a hangover? You've never had a
I've
hangover?
never had a hangover.
The
Holy-
hangover
no matter how much
was
I
like
drink, I've
Thank
3
God you guys
times.
never had a
much.
hangover, dude. It was
Yeah.
like 3 to 4 times of a
Oh.
hangover.
I've had a weed
Oh.
hangover before.
No, there's no such thing as weed hangover.
Woke up with a massive fucking headache.
I don't know.
That's just
I
because
think
you're
that's
dehydrated.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
But hangover is like you're nauseous as fuck.
Yeah.
You
All the sounds
any,
hurt.
Any sounds, food. It's disgusting, and nothing like even water. Like if you drink water, you'll throw up. It felt like really fucking.
felt like you had
horrible, dude.
rabies, dude.
I literally felt fucked in my head. I was like, "This is horrible." I'm in the toilet throwing up. I throw up whatever the fuck I had. In my
Whatever.
It
Not
was
throwing
yellow,
up,
dude. It was
but
just stomach
definitely
acid.
don't like that
Oh.
after weed.
And then I was in the I was on the toilet
Bile.
for like 20 minutes, dude. Maybe
Yeah.
a little more, just going. And after like all the bile's gone, I was just for like
Dry
another
heaving.
10 minutes just dry heaving, go
Yeah.
nonstop, dude. My fucking diaphragm hurt, dude.
Oh.
And at the whole time this was
That's how I
happening, I was nauseous and lightheaded. I was like, fuck, I can't stop. Nothing's coming out though. I'm just like there, like fuck this, dude. I was
Yeah.
like almost gonna cry. I was like, this feels so
I
bad.
want to go home.
I never want to do this shit ever again. It was like literally never again. Never,
that's
never,
that's
never,
why they
never,
continue
never
doing
again.
it for like days on
I,
end.
I see it though, but it's like, how does anyone enjoy this? Like from the
Oh.
first time,
That's why you don't
feeling this?
stop.
Exactly.
No, but it's like I wouldn't want to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck
Because
no.
I'm gonna have to stop eventually. When I stop, it's probably gonna be this times
The
10.
compound
Yeah.
compounding.
Shit,
You
dude.
keep borrowing for the next day over and over and over again until finally the month ends
It
and
wasn't
you're like,
even that good of a
"No."
high for me to be like, oh, I need to do it again. It was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, the energy was cool. It felt cool feeling invincible for a little bit.
I felt
but-
like fucking Wolverine.
But it wasn't like, oh, it's so euphoric. I love this
Yeah.
shit. It was
Yeah.
just.
It
like,
wasn't like heroin, the big H.
I heard the Big H is the from a coworker. That
Okay, you know what's one thing
It's
that I
Jason
have
the
always
Dragon.
wanted to do, and I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before.
Heroin?
I'm never gonna do it. Yeah. I've always wanted to do heroin.
Don't-
You know, I've got the needle and everything. No,
Morphine.
no.
my friend, my
fucking
friend.
shrooms. I've always
Shrooms?
wanted to do.
Did you remember all the
theoretically?
stories? Don't you remember all the stories we were saying on the podcast with Tim, dude? I
Yeah.
thought that scared you away from all that.
Yeah.
It's
He-
good, Andres.
Who,
Well,
shrooms?
because he was like, "Oh, dude, I felt like I wasn't real," and then like I had
It
to
does-
shit, and I was
it
like,
does
"Oh my
feel like
god."
that, dude. It does feel like
No,
that.
no, no.
I don't want to have to feel like I have to shit, and then it's not real.
There's two things keeping me away.
I already have to feel like I shit all the time, dude.
So if you want to do shrooms, if you ever decide to do shrooms, let me be there so I can be your shaman. Your
You want to know
guardian.
what's funny? I would want to do ayahuasca with like a shaman.
I
feel like
would
that.
want to do
You're
ayahuasca
fucking
with a
horrible.
shaman.
You guys
Yeah,
are
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
insane, dude.
What?
Why? No, no,
Uh,
because when it's a controlled, not like
Yeah, when
let's
it's a
just
controlled
OD on
environment.
it.
It's if you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
did shrooms, I would set up a whole little picnic. I would take care of you guys. If you guys trip out, I'm the best person you can come to if you're tripping out. Because I've tripped out a lot of times, dude. And I had to trip out by myself.
Oh
Yeah, I know.
shit!
So if you guys
I'm a
are
trip out veteran.
if you guys are genuinely tweaking out and just like scared,
I've been
I
in-
would know what to do to help. I tried with Walter when he was on shrooms, dude.
I've been in the trip out trenches, dude.
Estrada has offered to do that same thing.
That's
That
hilarious.
like if we ever do like mushrooms, like he can.
Yeah, but he
take
wipes
us and
his
everything.
hits.
Yeah.
But he wipes his hits.
Can't trust the man that wipes his He's gonna gaslight you and be like, "You're fine, dude." nightmare. Hey, dude, your dad's over there, dude. He's coming over here. Dude, I would do that to Crystal.
Your dad and your mom, dude. They know what's going on.
They're on their way to pick you up right now.
The police are on their way.
SWAT is gearing up outside.
Bro, they got a fucking taser. Close your eyes. And I'm just like,
Osama bin Laden has
Sorry.
crawled up from the.
Bro, the fucking the fucking La Llorona is gonna
Dude,
fucking get you, dude.
That was me all by myself, dude. Like the first time you guys know what a Wu-Tang is? Like not the band, but like to do it is when you do a joint or a blunt and you suck it. And
I was
you
gonna
let
say,
it
all
go.
you're gonna get is the clan.
No, and
like,
you
yeah,
let go of it, and you let go of it, and you swallow it. You swallow the blunt, the whole thing.
What? That's not a real thing.
It's a real thing. People do it.
What?
Trust me. And I did it, dude.
There's no way that works as intended, though, right? Like that's all like them convincing themselves, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like the goal of that is like to get more high, right?
You do.
But that's not a.
You don't get
that's-
more
do.
high than just smoking it.
You do. Because now you're ingesting nicotine along with the because the
I'm talking
key-
about specifically about weed.
weed.
I'm not
no,
about
no,
anything else.
Because to weed, the only reason edibles work is because you're burning the THC, and that's the when you warm it up, when you heat it up,
Mhm.
that's what creates the highness.
Yeah,
If you just eat weed on its own, you probably won't get
no,
high.
you won't. I
So
know that for a
if you-
fact
if
because
you
I drink
fucking
tea.
if you swallow the end of a joint,
Yeah.
all that is heated up already, and it's a little bit heated up to where if you actually eat it, it's like taking in an edible, dude. But it's gonna be nastier. It's gonna be a little more harshy and ashy. But it works the same way. So if you combine that with the nicotine, dude, I did it for the first time. I swear to God, dude, I was tripping. It was like my first time smoking weed too, and I did it and I swallowed it, and I felt like my throat was maple syrup.
Bruh.
I felt like it was maple syrup going down my throat the entire time, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this feeling? And out of nowhere, for some reason, my mind went that my parents are outside. My parents are outside, and they know I'm here, and they're gonna go up to me, and they're gonna be like, Michael, ¿qué estás haciendo? And I was like, dude, I'm tripping, dude. I think my parents, I need to go.
They know.
They know.
They
dude.
know.
They know. The whole time I was just like,
But
dude.
you said that was your first time smoking weed.
No, it was around the times I was starting to smoke weed. As in, I already was smoking weed. I was already smoking blunts and stuff. This is my first time doing that, swallowing the
Yeah.
whole thing by itself, dude. That shit was intense. If you want to do
That
it,
sounds so
if you want to do
weird.
it, be my guest, dude. Smoke a joint. Let it get to a
I
little
don't
roach.
smoke joints.
Smoke a joint one day. Let it get to the
Yeah.
little roach part where it's just like a little bit of black at the end, and there's still a little weed in there that's warmed up. Swallow that shit. I guarantee you'll get high, dude.
I'll see.
guarantee
I'll
you.
see. Jesus.
I don't know. I don't smoke joints anymore. They taste fucking awful. They taste like shit.
You
that's-
gotta get good
blunts.
joints. You gotta get
Blunts.
good joints. No, blunts are
Blunts are the way to
disgusting. I
go.
fucking
Blunts are
hate
so
blunts.
good.
What's the difference?
Well, first of all, it's a whole different
Yeah.
chemical reaction because now you're mixing nicotine with THC.
Well, no. You clean out the blunt first.
The fucking wrap is made of THC, dude. I mean, it's made of
Yeah, the
Nicotine.
THC wraps.
the blunts that are made of THC wraps, or a blunt that's made of nicotine wraps.
Blunts that are made of THC wraps.
Okay, yeah, then that's just
Yeah.
basically
That's
a big
sweet.
joint. That's
Yeah,
basically
yes.
a big joint. Yeah.
I don't know the
A
difference.
blunt is when you get a fucking a cigarillo.
Swisher.
A
A
Swisher.
You get the Swishers from like 7-Eleven or
sweet.
whatever. You cut them
Oh,
open.
I know
You
exactly.
clean them
I
out
know
of all the
exactly what you're
tobacco
talking
and
about.
stuff.
You open these
And
up,
then
you
you-
take it the
yeah,
tobacco
yeah,
out,
yeah.
and you put weed in there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a blunt. That's a blunt.
cigarillo. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a blunt. The wrap
Oh.
itself is.
I didn't know
is
it
A
was called
weed
cigarillo.
cigar?
Yeah, no, not a cigar.
Yeah.
I always known them as Swishers. That's
You could-
what I know
a
them
blunt
as.
is also-
I didn't know
Swisher
that they were
sweets,
A
yeah.
blunt is
cigarillos.
also a wrap. It can be like backwards.
So what's the difference when they just wrap it with regular paper or whatever?
That's
The
joint.
raw. The raw's a joint.
That's a joint. When it's regular paper, it's
Look
a
up
joint.
raw.
Okay.
Look up raw.
The FBI is gonna fucking.
Yeah. Oh, you searched up how to build a nuclear arsenal in your Google search history anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're already
Raw
on it.
when
papers.
it's a paper,
Oh, they do have raw
Yeah.
rolling papers. Huh.
when it's paper by itself. Are you 21? Are you 21?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, these
okay.
That's a
little
joint.
papers.
That's a
Those
joint.
are joints.
Joints.
Okay.
Anything that's just paper by itself, and then when you mix the weed with the inside parts of that cigarillo, mix them together. That's
has nicotine.
Yeah, that's called a.
I don't know a lot about weed, but I know that.
That's called
just say it was a joint?
That's called a spliff. A spliff is when you mix the nicotine with the THC inside of a wrap paper.
A marijuana cigarette.
Mhm.
Ah, informal.
You want some
British.
marijuana cigarettes? Young
You're
Oh, a
Padawan?
joint's filling is all weed. A
Yeah.
spliff is a joint with
Yeah.
tobacco
Tobacco.
mixed in. Gotcha.
And then a blunt is.
The filling of a blunt typically doesn't contain tobacco, just the wrap. Eh, look at that. Leafly.com.
I
Thank
think
you.
blunts taste better, generally speaking. I mean, I guess you said they're big joints.
They're
the
big
ones that I
joints.
smoke,
They're big
but
joints.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't like the normal joints. I always think they
You
taste so bad.
little joints is because you have to find a good joint. If you get the fucking regular joints that they give you for free, they're gonna taste
Oh yeah,
like
those
shit.
taste like shit. No, but those taste like shit for different reasons. They're not exactly using their top shelf weed.
So what
on
happens
they're giving
if
out
I
to
get
people.
a quarter-sized piece of wax and then just swallow that?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing? Why?
Because there's no heat.
Yeah.
What about my stomach acid? Is that
You're
not
gonna
heat?
be
No.
feel a little bubbly. Probably feel a little
You're gonna
high.
get
honestly.
indigestion.
You probably, but there needs to be heat applied. Like if you get the wax residue, like you remember when I would clean the shit. If you get that and you eat that, you will get high because it's already been heated up.
Hey,
Oh.
it's chemistry. You're
So
not gonna
if
have
I
a
get-
chemical reaction without heat. You
So
need
if
heat
I
to
get a
activate the process.
candlestick-sized thing of THC, melt that whole thing down and drink that.
You're gonna
then
trip balls.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking
for days.
die.
I'm gonna be high for
It's like
days.
psychosis.
Like the star
Yeah.
of death. Oh, you gonna die.
gonna die today.
The fucking what was it? One corner of it. The star of death was
Uh.
like 50,000 milligrams or some shit. Star of death, edible. Hey, look at that.
Oh my god.
Star of death,
big is
edible. Joey Diaz. So it was 70% THC. Okay. They went out of business. It said there were 250
I wonder why
milligrams.
they went out of fucking business.
Yeah, 250 milligram star of death.
You know,
Holy
for a second
shit.
there, before like I properly heard you, I thought you said 50 milligram Star of David. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck are you
so
talking
funny.
about?
The Jews be getting.
Oy vey. Nah. Death
I
stars.
was like,
Let's
what
see.
the fight?
They don't make them anymore. Wow, they haven't made them for years. The government shut them down.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Anarchy
yeah.
edibles.
Strong, motherfucker.
Oh my god, they have soft gel extracts. Just a 50 milligram THC soft gel. That's oh my
I'll
god.
fuck you up, dude.
That you'll.
You'll lose
Nah,
Oh
you can
my
take
god,
that.
a
You can take
thousand,
that.
Andres has never done it.
a
dude. You will
1,000
die.
milligrams of
Nah,
THC. Take the whole bottle, dude.
Andres needs to take half of 1 milligram of a
Yeah,
burger,
of
dude.
like nothing ever. Jesus. Death Star Ohio marijuana. That's hilarious.
No, yeah,
What-
I think
what would
know,
you
like a
do with this
25
1200
will-
milligram
He's
edible?
half of 1
Yeah.
milligram, dude.
Yeah.
What would
I'm
you
be-
do with this
No, but that's what I mean, like, I
1200
was gonna say,
milligram
even like
edible?
25 would be too much.
Look at this. 1200 milligram. Eat with caution.
1200.
Oh, this because it's
Shh,
handmade.
Big happy
Yeah.
cookie Oreo cake. Oh fuck, dude.
That's how you're gonna
Hell
look
nah,
after that.
dude.
Dude.
Oh, imagine you
Hell
take a
nah.
bite and then you're like, wait. Oh.
You don't feel it that fast.
Well, 30 minutes. If you eat the entire thing, I'll personally Venmo you $100 for your Uber Eats order that evening.
Fuck.
Hold on for dear
Nah,
life.
that won't
No
even
Uber
happen. You'll
Eats.
pass out. You'll like
You'll
go to sleep. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, you'll go to
When
sleep.
you get too faded, you just pass
Yeah,
out.
you
go
just
to
go to
sleep.
sleep.
Ah, okay.
That happened to me. We got some new. I got some new like candy strips.
Wait,
You
the
know, like
Star of Death
Airheads?
edible had 1,000 milligrams. Holy
I
shit!
expected more. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, that's pretty high up there. What are you
It's
talking
high.
A
but I
1,000
expected more.
milligrams?
The particular story, the specific story that I'm thinking about, I had a full one about half of that. I was high for 3 days, but I didn't
I don't
green
think-
out.
You believe?
You didn't have a Star of Death.
Yeah, I didn't have a Star of Death. I had a 500
fucking
one.
high for 3 days. Dude.
Yeah,
No.
dude.
No way you were fucking.
I was
high
fucking
for
high
3
for 3
days.
days. I swear to
What
fucking
the
God.
fuck?
I swear on anything you'd want me to swear on. I was high for like 3 fucking days.
No fucking way,
250
dude.
milligram edibles.
I literally went to sleep.
I literally go to
woke
sleep
up.
and I wake up and I'm not faded anymore, no matter how many milligrams of
The-
whatever I
no,
take, dude.
No, even now, like this is the story I'm thinking about. Thing we got these new like, you know those fucking sour strips that you know the fucking candies, those but of weed. And the whole fucking bag is like 3,000 or something. It's a lot, and there's only about like
I've never been stoned on anything to where I wake up and I'm still fucking stoned, dude. Never. That's some crazy.
that
to
happens
believe.
to me. That happens to me a lot when I eat too much. And this, I didn't fucking read the packaging. It always happens when you don't fucking read the packaging. And one of the fucking whole strips is about 300. One strip of that is 300 fucking milligrams. I didn't know that, and I was like, oh, usually when I take the strips, I take about half, so I'll just eat half. So I ended up taking a fucking 150. And I
So
was
you
high
took
for a long
took
time.
150 milligrams,
That's not bad.
and that was wait. How many milligrams was it for the 3 day?
For the 3 day it was 500.
That's insane, dude.
But again, my tolerance was a lot lower back then.
Yeah, but like, but
So,
still for
but
3
this one,
days.
this
dude?
happened like
That's
a
a
week
lot.
ago. This
That's
happened like
too
a week ago,
much.
or
I
like
don't believe
half a
anyone
week
can
ago.
be high for 3 days in a row.
I
dude.
took it at like 12, right? I took it at midday, the 150. I went, I did my day, I was productive, I did
That's
a
what
bunch of
that's what
writing.
it's saying is like sleep it off, like because you literally sleep it off. You will literally wake up
Nope.
sober, dude.
Nope.
What the
You
fuck?
can still. You can
I've
100%
heard
wake
of
up
people
high.
waking. Yeah,
You can
they're like I went
100%
to sleep and I
still
woke
wake
up
up
and I was still high.
Yeah.
I-
They took too much.
I was productive. I did all my work. I did a bunch of design jobs. I did a bunch of writing.
Well, there's a
I did a bunch of
Wait,
research.
wait. Did you wake up high or did you just wake up slump?
No, I woke up high.
What the fuck, dude?
And then I got and like I did some yard work. I think I did some yard work, and then like I showered. I did that, and at this point, like somewhere along when I was doing the design work, I got to like the decent high. I got to like the whatever, because I was working for a couple of hours after taking it, around like
Oh
5 or 6, like I like laid down. I was like,
Yeah.
I laid down to like watch Doctor Who, I think it was, or like to play a game or something, and then I like my whole body just shuts off. Just sleep, pop, sleep. You sleep now, and then I'm no covers, no nothing.
Windows sound.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. And then like I
Jesus.
like wake up and I'm like, it's dark outside. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Where am I? And like I left my like light on right there in
No
the
way,
pasillo where the
dude.
closet is. I'm like, fuck, dude. And I was still high. I was still fucking faded. I was like, fuck,
What the fuck?
I'm starving.
Do you guys want to see Leonardo
I'm so
DiCaprio
fucking
on
hungry.
cocaine at the Cannes
And
Film
then I
Festival?
die again. I fall asleep again.
He's
That's
on.
hilarious.
He's coked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Look, he's doing the teeth licking thing that the cocaine people do. And that's probably also why he was wearing sunglasses indoors so you didn't see his fucking eyeballs as he's zooted. Oh my god. This man done lost his tongue. Oh my god, on a flight.
On a flight?
It's
How
little
much is
little
that?
pump. That's a
That's
lot.
at least- I would say that's maybe. Show the
Oh.
value again? I'd say that.
Holy
it's
shit.
It's about 2/8 right there.
2/8?
But he was eating them like
That's-
Oh,
nothing,
but it's a
dude.
mushroom.
That's 9.
Oh.
I would say it's like about 8 grams.
I wanna
of
okay.
shrooms right there.
I wanna
That
let,
feels
let's
like a lot.
I
That
wanna
feels
I wanna
like a
hear
lot,
this
a lot.
video because
That's
it
8
looks.
grams of shrooms, yeah, for sure.
Let's see.
No, that's at least.
That's not 8 grams.
That's 8 grams, dude. That's less than 8 grams. Because I've eaten. First time I did shrooms, I did a whole eighth, 3.5 grams, and it looked like half of that. Fuck, dude.
His fucking reaction afterwards, dude.
It's because he's doing other drugs, dude. So of
Yeah.
course you're gonna have a fucking
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
reaction.
Charlie Sheen drunk at Taco Bell drive-thru.
Come meet him.
She's a big fan.
Oh, I've seen this.
Jaden,
Yeah, I'm Charlie.
nice to meet you.
Sorry, I'm so fucking
No,
hammered.
you're cool, man.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Tamara.
Tamara?
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Hi.
Awesome.
You're rad, man.
You guys are in a fight.
No.
No, we're not
You guys
fighting.
want to fight?
What's up with that
Holy
tattoo? What's
shit.
that tattoo?
Which one?
I
That
would
one.
fight Charlie Sheen, dude. Just,
Hell
just
yeah,
for
dude. If Charlie Sheen comes up
He
that.
just ripped his
Hell yeah.
fucking shirt.
suck his nipple.
Why not?
You're crushing.
Go Reds.
Reds, yeah. Ripping.
You're hilarious.
All right, man.
Can I suck your teeth?
You're
Thank you.
hilarious.
Right on. Cool. That's Gary.
Gary, what's up, man?
Edward, film me fighting Charlie Sheen.
Dude, I fucking would, dude. Dude, I fucking would. If we were faded,
The opportunity of a lifetime, like, and then Charlie's like, "You want to fight?" And then you're like, "Fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah.
I want to fight right
Why
now!" In the middle of Taco Bell parking lot, who's gonna believe you? No one's gonna believe
That's why you
So you
film
film
it.
it exactly.
Yes,
You film
that's
it.
why you film it.
And
Holy
then that'll bring us
shit!
up in ratings, dude. We'll be like, yeah.
to this day, because I'm a fucking
Oh.
idiot and I didn't snap a picture, I fucking swear we saw fucking Seth Rogen in Santa Monica.
Where?
Wow.
Fucking by.
Sorry, when?
Years ago. Years
Oh,
ago.
okay.
Years ago,
No, never mind.
Years ago.
I
Forever,
saw
forever.
I've met King Batch and Vsauce, dude. That's
King
who I-
Bach.
Yeah,
King
King
Bach.
Bach.
It's Batch. Whatever.
It's not bad.
Apparently,
Bach.
people fucking hate King Bach.
He's not even. I don't even see him in anything anymore.
Yeah. Well, because he was just like a Vine star.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna say
he
he's
was-
not.
he
He's
was on
not a
TV for
real.
little bit. He was like on Netflix shows or something.
He was on movies and shit.
He was on straight to Netflix DVD
No,
original.
he was on proper like movies in the cinema.
Let's find out. Let's Google his IMDb.
Yeah. No,
His
he's short.
IMDb page.
Yeah, he's short as fuck, dude. He's super fucking short.
Andrew Batchelor is his name, right? Okay. The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. Wow, he was in one episode of The Walking Dead. Cool.
Ooh. How many Walking Dead episodes have you been in?
I'm not saying they were like blockbuster movies, right? But they were in theaters. They were like, he was in that parody of the 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay, so let's see. The
50
first
Shades
thing he
Blacker
was
or
in was
something
in
like that?
2010. Handsome Police, blah, blah, blah. Just Kidding Films. Bounty Hunters 2, Ariana Grande, okay. Football U, The Mindy Project, which I guess is technically real TV because it was on real TV, but it's Mindy, so. The Soul Man,
Hey,
what?
Carly Rae
50 Shades of Black, dude.
Key and Peele. Oh, I remember seeing him
I
in
told
Key
you,
and
50 Shades of
Peele.
Black. Yeah, that's the one. That's the
50
particular
Shades.
one that I
Yes,
remember.
3.5
Those are
stars.
Workaholics.
Workaholics. I feel like I remember them. But these are all like there's like one off, two offs. Nothing really like racist Superman, Black Superman. Okay, the Hollywood Puppet Show. 1 episode. Airplane Mode, King Bach, 1.9
He
stars.
was in that one horror movie that was actually pretty good, The Babysitter or something like that.
The Babysitter Killer Queen, 5.8
Oh,
out
there
of
we go.
10.
Yeah.
Some wonders. Yeah, the highest thing he has is a 7.3 because he was on Blackish, but
Yeah,
or 7.9
Blackish.
Grounded. But that's not. I mean, that's not his show. It's 3 episodes.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead.
That was
He's on 1 episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
that's
he's a
it.
big star or whatever, but he was like on stuff.
Hey, he was on stuff.
there.
I mean,
was there.
nothing that we've ever seen besides Key and Peele, but we're not watching Key and Peele for King Bach. But
Yeah, that's true. Well, most of the stuff King Bach is in, we're not watching it for King Bach. He's
he
just, to be good
he
enough
happened
to be in it.
he happened to be in like 3 or 4.
Okay, yeah, but like
Episodes.
that's more than what like most Vine stars are going to get.
But
to.
in comparison to like Seth Rogen that you saw, or Alan met,
Yeah, but it's
fucking
more
Matthew
famous.
McConaughey, and
It's on the level of seeing the Vsauce from Vsauce.
Yeah, I was like, hey, it's Vsauce. Nobody knew
Yeah.
who the fuck he was when he showed up into the 7-Eleven.
well, because he just looks like a normal guy. That's the thing too. You gotta
Yeah.
remember.
I knew his fucking face
Well,
automatically.
of
I was like,
course,
hey,
of
Because
course,
we've
of course.
seen like a billion
Yeah.
episodes of him. Like,
Exactly. And then you
yeah.
went Michael, and then he went, yeah. Or did you say, hey Vsauce?
You're Vsauce? I was like, yeah.
Hey, Michael. Hi, Michael.
Yeah. Michael, you're Vsauce. I'm Michael too. And what'd he say?
I was just like, you're Vsauce? He's like, yeah. Can I take a picture? Yeah. And he's like, we took a picture. I was too nervous, dude. I was shy. He was a famous person, dude.
You didn't even tell him to peg you. My God, we've come
He's
full
not
circle.
even your wife.
Broke till Friday.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.